Have you ever been called lazy? Maybe someone told you that you'll never succeed because you don't work hard enough. But what if I told you? Sometimes a so-called lazy person can actually become the smartest, hardest-working winner of all. Today's story will surprise you. It's about a boy who everyone thought was lazy, even hopeless. But he proved that with the right motivation and mindset, anyone can turn laziness into strength and weakness into victory. Stay with me until the end because this story doesn't just entertain. It teaches lessons you can apply in your own life. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village lived a boy named Ryan. He stayed with his parents in a small house on the edge of town. Ryan wasn't a bad boy, but he had one big problem. He was lazy. Every day he was supposed to help his father in the rice fields. His job was simple: chase away the birds so they wouldn't eat the crops. Other boys would stand with sticks, clapping and running to scare the birds. But Ryan, he didn't want to move too much. Instead, he built wooden poles in the field and connected them with ropes. Whenever birds came, he tugged the ropes from where he was lying down. The poles shook, the ropes rattled, and the birds flew away. Ryan could relax while the birds were chased off. His father saw this and thought, "He's clever, but so lazy. What will happen if I fall sick one day? Can Ryan handle real responsibility?" But because Ryan's tricks worked, his father never scolded him. Then came a turning point. One hot summer, his father became very sick. For the first time, Ryan had to take care of the entire field alone. He tried, but he wasn't used to hard work. The sun burned, the soil dried, and the crops began to die. Ryan felt helpless. One night, he sat outside under the stars, tears in his eyes. Why didn't I try harder before? Why was I always lazy? Now my family's hope is slipping away. The next morning, something unexpected happened. A soldier from the king's palace arrived in the village. He announced a grand competition. Whoever won would receive a chest of gold. Ryan's heart jumped. "If I win, I can save my family." The villagers laughed. Ryan, the laziest boy in the village, competing against strong men from all over the kingdom? Impossible! But Ryan didn't care. For the first time in his life, he had a powerful reason. He packed his small bag and left for the palace. His parents didn't expect him to win, but deep inside they hoped this challenge would change their son. After 3 long days of travel, Ryan reached the palace grounds. The competition began near a wide, shimmering lake. Hundreds of people gathered to watch. The contestants lined up, muscular, tall, confident men. Ryan looked small and weak beside them. His hands trembled. How can I beat these people? Then the rules were announced. Cross the lake. The first 3 to finish will move on to the final round. The crowd counted down. 3, 2, 1, go! The strong men dove in, their arms slicing through the water. Ryan just stood still. If I try to swim, I'll lose. Suddenly, an idea sparked. He ran into the forest, found fallen branches, tied them together, and built a small raft. He snapped a piece of wood to use as a paddle. Then he set the raft on the water and began to row. It wasn't fast, but it was steady. As the swimmers grew tired and slowed down, Ryan's raft glided across the surface. Slowly but surely, he passed them one by one. In the end, he reached the other side 3rd place. Just enough to qualify. The crowd gasped. The lazy boy had beaten men much stronger than him. The next day was the final challenge. Each contestant was given a huge wooden block. The task: push it 1 kilometer to the finish line. Tools were available, but each could only choose one. The first man grabbed a rope and began pulling with all his strength. The second man used a long wooden bar as a lever to drag his block. Ryan stayed still, thinking carefully. I can't win with muscles, I must use my brain. He chose something that shocked everyone: a small knife. The crowd whispered, "Is he crazy? How can a knife move such a heavy block?" Ryan knelt down and began carving. He worked patiently, shaping the block into a giant round ball. After an hour of cutting and sweating, he pushed, and the block rolled. The audience gasped. Ryan laughed and pushed it faster, rolling it down the road with ease. The other contestants struggled, sweating and dragging their blocks inch by inch. In the end, Ryan was the first to cross the finish line. The lazy boy had become the winner. The king himself applauded. This boy has taught us all something important. True strength is not just in the body, but in the mind. And so Ryan won the chest of gold, saved his family, and became a hero in the village. But more importantly, he had learned that when you have a powerful reason, a why bigger than your excuses, you can overcome laziness and achieve greatness. Life lessons from Ryan's story. Laziness is not permanent. Sometimes lazy people are just waiting for the right motivation. Find your reason, your family, your dreams, your future, and let it drive you. Work smarter, not just harder. Don't listen to doubters. The villagers laughed at Ryan, but he believed in himself. In life, people will doubt you, but your results will silence them. Preparation beats strength. Others relied only on power, but Ryan thought ahead. Success often belongs to the one who plans better, not the one who pushes harder. Your weakness can become your strength. Ryan's laziness forced him to think of easier ways, and those smarter methods made him the winner. So here's the message for you. If you ever feel lazy, don't hate yourself for it. Instead, look deeper. Maybe your brain is telling you to find a smarter way. But remember, you still need a powerful reason. A goal so strong that it pulls you out of bed, pushes you past excuses, and drives you to succeed. And when you combine smart thinking with hard work, you become unstoppable. That's the fuel for winners today. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs motivation, and don't forget to subscribe to Fuel for Winners, your daily source of stories, wisdom, and unstoppable motivation. Until next time, stay smart, stay strong, and keep winning.